Washington Daily Chronicle. Mysterious Murders in D.C. A Tale of 20 Demons by Eliza Wister, staff writer. January 15, 1992. Washington, D.C. in a twist of fate that seems to have stepped straight out of a dark fantasy novel, the nation's capital has been gripped by a bizarre and terrifying series of events. Over the last month, residents have reported sightings of shadowy figures and eerie occurrences that culminated in 20 mysterious murders. Authorities are baffled, leading many to suspect that the cause may be something far more sinister than human malice. The now infamous demon murders, as they have been dubbed by local media, began shortly after a peculiar festival took place in the city to celebrate the New Year, a festival that featured performances of folklore and tales of ancient beings. What was seen as harmless entertainment may have unleashed forces beyond imagination, as whispers of demons from forgotten realms began to circulate after the last sparkler faded from the night sky. The 20 victims were similar, talented artists, poets, and musicians, each celebrated in their own right, were found in their homes under otherworldly circumstances. Eyewitnesses report that the bodies appeared untouched by mortal hands, almost as if they had been put into a deep slumber, from which they cannot awaken. In place of evidence, scattered about the scene, were talismans, strange runes, and remnants of ash resembling that of burned dreams. Something darker is at play, expressed Professor Amos Lark, a renowned folklorist and scholar of the arcane. The connections among these individuals, each a creator in their own field, lead me to believe that we are witnessing the wrath of a singular force, the 20 demons of inspiration. Each demon covets the spark of creativity from the artists, and their thirst for such energy has manifested in this tragic spree. Across the city, superstitious communities began to take precautions. Many tied protective charms around their doorways and held nightly gatherings to chant old incantations designed to ward off evil spirits. Local artists, inspired by the fear and mystery, created works that sought to encapsulate the rage of these unseen demons, hoping to appease them through creativity rather than sacrifice. The inhabitants of the capital were not without heroes, however. A group of talented mediums and scholars led by the spirited sorceress, Miranda Fleischman, rallied together to confront the source of these murders. Claiming that creativity could extinguish darkness, Miranda and her team set out to capture the very essence of each artist lost to the demon's grasp. They sought to create a masterpiece that would blend all their talents into a single orb of luminous energy, enchanted by the collective passions of the fallen. Art connects us all, Miranda declared during a public vigil held under the twilight sky. If we can showcase the beauty of their work, perhaps we can compel these demons to release their hold on our artists and restore peace to our city. As the full moon loomed high in the night sky, a palpable energy resonated from their collective creation. With chants echoing across the streets, the orb and ethereal illumination of color and sound rose above Washington, D.C., uniting the city under its radiant glow. Laughter replaced the cries of despair, filling the air with an inspiring melody that sparked hope. In an unexpected turn of fate, the orb shimmered brightly, fracturing into 20 spectral figures that mirrored the lost artists themselves. The figures swirled and danced, conjuring a mesmerizing spectacle that was both mournful and uplifting. Residents watched, entranced, as the spirit of each artist emerging from the shadows cast by the demons that had taken them. With a resonant heartbeat, the 20 figures converged, unleashing a burst of vivid light that washed over the city, illuminating each street, corner, and alleyway. The atmosphere shifted, and the once downtrodden residents felt a wave of inspiration surging through them. It is said that the demons, finally drawn to the expression of creativity instead of destruction, began to fade, return to the realms from whence they came. Peace crept back into the streets of DC, and the tales of the 20 demons transformed into legends of harmony and resilience. The demon murders remained a memory etched in the fabric of the city, a dark chapter turned into a beacon of inspiration for generations. Artists spoke of how the power of unity and creativity could challenge even the darkest forces, and the bonds forged in those tumultuous times forever changed the narrative of Washington, D.C. In the wake of turmoil, the capital found its heart and came to understand that even amidst shadows, art and inspiration hold the power to illuminate, transforming fear into creativity and loss into legacy. End of article.